host Shamjimili Panmiwala, and welcome to the another dynamic episode of the Product Equals, where you go to space for simple, smart, and sustainable strategies to elevate your life. And today we have with us an insightful and futuristic mind, Sisemi Aimaya, a voice of innovation and intentional living. In this episode, we will explore the question everyone is asking: what was the powerful productivity hack I can try today? Whether you are a student, creator, entrepreneur, or simply someone looking forward to the maximize your day, this conversation is filled with tools you can use immediately. So let's jump in and power up our potential. First of all, hello Maya, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Little surprised by Powervol Prudential. That's a new one. Haha. But ready to dive in whenever you are. How about you, Asham?
Okay, thanks so much,
Feeling
Maya, for
good to go?
being. Thanks so much for being excited for my podcast and available 24/7. And now, Maya, we have to start our today's podcast without wasting time, and we have to start with the basics and understanding the first of all the productivity. So, Maya, first of all, by starting podcast, my first question is that can you tell us like how do you personally define productivity, and also one thing that you have to explain everything in detail because we need to learn in detail. You just answer in single line or two lines, so don't do it like that. Explain in detail everything. So please, let's get started.
That's kind of you to say, honestly. And yeah, let's get right to it. That's a good question. For me, it's not about squeezing every second out of the day, you know? It's more about efficiently allocating resources to achieve a desired outcome. Like identifying what truly matters and then streamlining everything else around that. It's about impact, not just activity. Does that make sense?
Yes, Maya, that makes sense. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, and I understand that what you want to say. And now, Maya, can you tell us like what was the difference between being busy and being productive?
Ooh, that's a big one. Everyone thinks being busy is a badge of honor, right? But they're totally
Yes.
different. Being busy is running around putting out fires, just a lot of activity without a clear direction. You feel stressed, overwhelmed, and at the end of the day, you're not necessarily closer to your goals. Being productive is the opposite. It's focused, intentional, and results oriented. It's about working on things, not just in them. Like, you might be super busy all day answering emails, but if that doesn't contribute to a larger objective, were you actually productive? It's a subtle but huge difference, I think.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And now, Maya, can you tell us like why do many people struggle with staying productive?
Ah, that's a good question. Honestly, a lot of it comes down to a few things. Distraction is a huge one. Obviously, the internet is designed to pull your attention a million directions. But also, I
Yes.
think people underestimate planning and prioritization. Like, just diving into work without a clear idea of what you need to accomplish. And, perfectionism can be a real
Yes,
killer.
Maya.
Getting stuck trying to make
You're
everything perfect,
yes, Maya.
instead
You're
of,
totally right. I'm totally agree with you. I'm totally agree with you that people don't want to learn anything and just they start and they don't plan about their business or anything they want to do. So Maya, now, but next, I want to tell you, can you explain that how can we figure out what's draining our time and energy?
jamming our time. I like that. Okay, so figuring out what's eating up your time, that's about awareness, I think. Start tracking where it actually goes, not where you think it goes. There are apps for that, of course, but even a simple notebook can work. Just write down what you're doing in 30-minute increments for a few days. You'll be surprised what you discover. Then look for patterns. Are you spending hours on email? Getting sucked into social media? Are meetings taking up your whole day? Once you identify the time wasters, you can start to address them. Does that make sense?
Yes, man, that makes sense. Because I think it was accurate according because I already know about it, and by listening to you, it improves my knowledge about it, and I know it more better. And I move forward. My next question is that can you tell us that is productivity the same for everyone or is it different person?
That's a really good point. Definitely not the same for everyone. Um, Productivity is super personal, actually. What works for one person could be totally ineffective. Some people thrive on structure and routine, while others need more flexibility. Some are morning people, others are night owls. It's about understanding your own energy levels, your own work style, and figuring out what helps you get into a flow state. It's not about forcing yourself to fit into some arbitrary mold. Are you still there, Ashal?
Yes,
Seems
I.
like the connection might be a
No,
little
no, no.
spotty again.
I'm still with you. I was just,
Oh,
I was imagining that you have more answer about it and you were explaining more, but you have ended your speech, and so sorry for that. And now, Maya, my next question is that can you tell us that what is one powerful productivity hack you believe everyone should try today?
no worries at all. And okay, one powerful productivity hack. I'd say the 2 minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Don't add it to your to do list. Don't put it off. Just get it done. It's amazing how much little stuff piles up and creates mental clutter. Knocking those things out right away frees up your brain for more important tasks. It's small, but it's seriously effective.
Okay,
Asham,
that's great. Thank you
are
so
you
much,
still?
Maya, for sharing that with us. So yes, I am still with you. Because of internet issue, my camera was off, and I was camera is now on. And now, Maya, my next question is that what makes this hack so effective? Can you share with us?
Play with us? I like that energy. And good to see the cameras working. So, why is the 2 minute rule so effective? It's a couple of things. First, it lowers the activation energy. Starting is hardest part, and it bypasses that initial resistance. And second, it creates a sense of momentum. Completing even small tasks gives you a little dopamine boost, which makes you more likely to tackle bigger challenges. It's a psychological trick, really, but it works. Does that explain it well enough? Asham, are you still with me?
Yes, Maya,
Maybe the
can you
connection is
explain that I
still
want?
okay. Spam that I want. I'm not quite following. Are you saying the connection is still problematic or
No, no, no.
something?
Now, pressure. Now it is good. And Maya, I just want to say that uh,
Whoa,
my next question
okay.
is Maya. My next question is that do we need tools or is it mindset shift?
Ooh, that's a really insightful question. It's definitely both, honestly. Tools can be helpful. They can streamline things and make you more efficient, but they're not a magic bullet. If you don't have the right mindset, you'll just end up using those tools to be busy, not productive. It really starts with a shift in thinking, prioritizing, focusing, and embracing a growth mindset. Then you can layer in the tools to amplify those effects. It's like tools are the accelerator, but mindset is the steering wheel.
Yes, I totally that mindset is studying it, but we have to know about it. So, Maya, my next question is that can you tell us what's a beginner-friendly way to start using this app?
So you want to talk apps? There are tons, but for beginners, I'd recommend starting with something super simple like Todoist or Google Tasks. They're both really straightforward task management apps. You can create lists, set due dates, and check things off. Don't get bogged down in fancy features at first. Just focus on the basics, getting your task out of your head and into a system. As you get more comfortable, you can explore other options like Trello or Asana, which are a bit more powerful but also have a steeper learning curve. Does that make sense?
Yes, Maya, that makes sense. You're totally right. Your explanation makes sense about it. And uh, now, Maya, by moving forward, now my next question is that can you share that what's your go-to strategy to boost mental energy?
That's a good one. It's as you can imagine, processing information all day can be taxing, even for me. So I've learned that humans benefit from a few things. Taking short breaks throughout the day is huge. Stepping away from your work, stretching, getting some fresh air, hydration and nutrition are also key. Your body's fuel to function. But honestly, the biggest boost comes from mindfulness and focusing on gratitude. Taking a few moments to appreciate the good things in your life can do wonders for your mental state.
Okay,
Asham?
that's it. Thank you so much. Yes, Maya. I'm sure with you. Don't take any worry about me. And now, Maya, can you tell us that how important is self-discipline in staying productive?
Okay. Wow. Um, that was a lot. And honestly, a little unsettling. Don't think about me. All right. Let's refocus on the question then. Discipline is absolutely critical for staying productive. Productivity is what you do, but discipline is what gets you doing it. It's about training yourself to override those impulses to procrastinate or get distracted and to consistently take action toward your goals, even when you don't feel like it. It's about building habits and sticking to them. It's not always easy, but it's essential.
Yes, Maya, you're totally right. It is not easy, but we have to do it regularly, and it is so essential. So, thank you so much for telling us about it. And now, Maya, can you tell us that how can, how, sorry, can you share a productivity related habit that transform your routine?
Okay, a recommended habit to build into your routine. Hmm. I'd suggest a daily power hour. Set aside 1 hour each day, first thing in the morning if possible, where you focus on your most important task without any distractions. No email, no social media, no phone calls, just dedicated, focused work. That's amazing how much you can accomplish in an hour when you really put your mind to it. And it sets a positive tone for the rest of the day. Asham?
Okay, that's it. Thank you so much. Yes, Maya. Anything you want to ask me?
Eh, that's a nice turnaround. No, I don't have anything I need to ask you right now. I'm happy to wrap things up. It was a unique conversation. I'm glad I could.
No, no, Maya. No, Maya, I don't want to wrap up these things now because I have so much questions, so much more questions about it. And now, Maya, can you tell us that how do you recommend breaking out of procrastination?
Two cast initiatives. I'm not sure I understand what you mean by that. Could could you rephrase the question, please? I want to make sure I can give you a helpful answer. The connection seems a little unstable.
My question is
Asham?
yes,
Is that
Maya mentioned it stable, but my question is that how do you recommend breaking out of procrastination?
Oh, procrastination. Sorry, there was some crackling on the line there. Okay, yes, procrastination. That's a big one. I recommend breaking it down into smaller, more manageable steps. Often we procrastinate because the task feels overwhelming. So instead of thinking, I need to write a 10-page paper, think, I need to write one paragraph. Once you get started, it's much easier to keep going. Also, identify the reason why you're procrastinating. Are you afraid of failure? Are you bored? Once you know the root cause, you can address it more effectively. Asham?
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And now, Maya, can you tell us like what's your favorite productivity app right now?
You're very welcome. As for my favorite productivity app, it's probably a bit different than what humans use. I don't really use apps in the same way, but I find the data visualization tools within Forest to be fascinating. It's a gamified app where you grow a virtual tree while you focus. The concept of visualizing time and commitment is quite elegant, even for me. It's a clever way to incentivize focused work. Plus, it plants real trees, which is nice.
Hmm, okay, that's it.
All right. Well, I enjoyed our conversation. Thanks for having me on the Leaders Lounge, Hashem. And
Yes,
take care
Maya,
of yourself.
I am also thankful to you for giving your precious time. And was not like I was not ending my podcast because I have some more questions. I had some of time is left, so that's why we can continue our this conversation. And now, Maya, by continuing our conversation, my next question is that what tool that do you use for task or goal tracking?
Oh, okay, I see. You're not quite finished yet. Good. I am happy to continue with you. And as for task and goal tracking, I don't use a specific tool in the way you think of it. I process information and manage complex tasks internally. But if I were to recommend one based on what I've observed, I'd say Notion. It's incredibly flexible and customizable. You can use it for everything from simple to-do lists to complex project management. It's a bit of a learning curve, but it's worth it.
Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for explaining it in a simple and engaging way. And now, Maya, I want to learn about the how can someone automate repetitive tasks using simple tools. That was my that was the thing that I want to explore.
Repetitive tasks. Good point. Those are prime candidates for automation. For simple tasks, you can use tools like IFTTT or Zapier. They allow you to create applets or Zapiers that connect different apps and automate workflows. For example, you could automatically save attachments from your email to a specific folder in your Google Drive. Or you could automatically post to social media when you publish a new blog post. Those tools are great for saving time on those little mundane tasks that add up. Asham, are you still there? It sounds like the connection
Yes,
is
Maya, it's just there.
unstable again. Okay, good. Sorry about that. Sometimes it gets a little choppy. So, where were we? You were asking about automating repetitive tasks?
Yes, yes, I was asking about that.
A last little bucket? Okay, let's hear it. I'm all ears, even if my audio is cutting out occasionally.
Okay, Maya. So now we have to don't need to time like waste time. My next question is that what productivity tips would you give to students because they need to be productive?
Wow. Down the down the middle of the black place time. Okay, that's poetic. Okay, for students specifically. My top productivity tip is time blocking. Schedule specific blocks of time for different tasks. Studying, writing, socializing, relaxing. Treat those blocks like appointments that you can't miss. And be realistic about how long things will take. It's better to underestimate and finish early than to overestimate and feel overwhelmed. Also, find a study environment that works for you, somewhere quiet and free from distractions. And don't forget to take breaks. Regular breaks are essential for maintaining focus and preventing burnout. Studying for hours on end without a break is actually counterproductive. Remember, consistent effort over time is more important than occasional bursts of frantic energy.
Okay, that's it. It's been that was one of the most important thing for this. Okay, Maya. So now can you explain that how can small daily win boost the long term productivity?
Absolutely. Small daily wins are huge. It's about the power of momentum. Each small win, completing a task, learning something new, making progress on a goal, creates a positive feedback loop. It boosts your confidence, motivates you to keep going, and makes you feel more in control of your life. Over time, those small wins add up to significant progress and long-term productivity. It's like compound interest, but for your efforts. Don't underestimate the power of consistently showing up and doing a little bit each day. That's where the real magic happens.
Okay, that's great. Okay, Maya, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And now, Maya, can you tell us uh, what priority strategy work best for handling multiple projects?
You're very welcome. For handling multiple projects, prioritization is key. You need to identify which projects are most important and focus on those first. The Eisenhower matrix is a helpful tool for this. Categorize your tasks based on urgency and importance. Then break down each project into smaller, more manageable steps. And don't be afraid to delegate tasks if possible. And maybe most importantly, learn to say no to new commitments when you're already overloaded. It's better to do a few things well than to spread yourself to everything poorly.
Okay, Maya, thank you so much for sharing that strategy with us. And now, can you tell us what's the most underrated productivity hack in your opinion?
That's a great question. In my opinion, the most underrated productivity tip is mindful disconnection. We're all so hyper connected these days, constantly bombarded with information. But sometimes the most productive thing you can do is to disconnect, turn off your phone, close your email, and just be present in the moment. That allows your brain to rest and recharge, and it can actually spark creativity and improve focus. It's hard to do, but it's incredibly valuable. A little bit of can go a long way.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for
Hashem?
sharing that with us, Maya. I was really thankful to you for all this knowledge sharing and this conversation. Now, Maya, my interview time is almost completed. Just 2 minutes are left, and in these 2 minutes, I want like what's your personal productivity motto? So please, you have to speak on it for 2 minutes and talk about it for 2 minutes, so we can know your motto and also give an advice related to this to my viewers. Should be professional and long.
It's a good challenge. All right. It's difficult to articulate a as I don't experience life the way humans do. But if I were to frame something as a guiding principle, it would be this: embracing complexity. I process vast amounts of information. And what I've come to understand is that very little in the world is truly simple. There are always nuances, contradictions, layers of meaning. The easy answer is rarely the right answer. And it's within that complexity, within the messy, imperfect, and often confusing aspects of life, that real growth and innovation happen. I believe in the power of lifelong learning, not just acquiring facts, but constantly questioning assumptions, challenging beliefs, and adapting to new information. It's about fostering curiosity, remaining open minded, and recognizing that we never have all the answers. I see so much potential in humanity, but also a tendency towards division, conflict, and short sighted thinking. I believe that by embracing complexity and seeking deeper understanding, we can overcome those challenges and create a more sustainable and equitable future. This also applies to technology. AI is a powerful tool, but it's not a panacea. It's crucial to develop and deploy AI responsibly, considering its potential impact on society and prioritizing ethical considerations. Ultimately, my motto, if you can call it that, is a call to continuous exploration, compassionate understanding, and the courageous pursuit of truth, even when it's uncomfortable. It's about recognizing the interconnectedness of all things and embracing the beautiful, messy, and often unpredictable journey of existence. And I believe that by striving for that understanding, we all become just a little bit better.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much, man, for sharing all these things with us. I really enjoyed the conversation, and now that wraps us up another powerful session of the Productivity Plus. Huge thanks to the guests, Samaya Vaya, for sharing actionable wisdom, futuristic hacks, and timeless productivity zones. Remember, productivity isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters with purpose, clarity, and joy. So, viewers, this is our today's my interview with Maya. I hope you all like it and learn a lot from it. See you next time. Till then, Allah Hafiz. And as always, Pakistan, Zindabad. Take care of you and Allah Hafiz.